It's a blessing and a curse, because once you've played all the hits, there isn't much time to do the other stuff that you want to do, like the experimental stuff or whatever, but it's a nice problem to have.
Brian May is an English musician, songwriter, astrophysicist, and the famous guitarist of Queen. With his iconic haircut that defies the image of a scientist, he went on to become a legend in the genre of rock music, selling more albums than the Beatles. May picked up the guitar when he was just 7 years old, forming his first band in school. He later pursued a PhD in astrophysics at Imperial College London, quitting in between, cashing on the fame garnered by his famous rock band Queen. As a part of the band, he composed several tunes and even wrote some of the very popular songs. After 30 years, he went back to college to complete his PhD and has also continued to perform live around the world.
Freedom.
Yeah.
And we try to get, I think, ever more interactive with the crowd, because that's our thing, really. And I think, going back to We'll Rock You and We're the Champions.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Net Worth Now, where you get to see the lifestyle and net worth of your favorite celebrities. We hope you enjoy these videos, and if you do, please remember to hit the like button and comment below who your favorite celebrity is so we can feature them in an upcoming video.
His full name is Brian Harold May, also known as Maggie and Bree. He was born on July 19, 1947, in Hampton, London, England, making him 74 years of age at the time of this production. He stands at 187 centimeters or 6 feet 1 inches tall. Astronomy is one of May's main hobbies, about which he is famously obsessive. May has formed a group to promote animal welfare. In an interview in September 2010 with Stephen Secour for the BBC's Hard Talk program, May said that he would rather be remembered for his animal rights work than for his music or scientific work. May is a staunch supporter of the RSPCA, the International Fund for Animal Welfare, the League Against Cruel Sports, PETA UK, and the Harper Ashbury Wildlife Rescue. In March 2012, May contributed the foreword to a Target paper published by the think tank The Bow Group, urging the government to reconsider its plans to cut thousands of badgers to control bovine TB. Quite apart from his activities in astronomy, music, and animal rights, Brian May is also a collector of Victorian stereography. He has written a book about T.R. Williams, the English stereographer. This hobby started when May was still in graduate school in the 1970s and has given him a massive collection of stereo pair images. He has also patented a viewer called the Owl Viewer, which can be used to examine the stereographic scenes in his latest book. From 1974 to 1988, May was married to Christine Mullen. They had 3 children, James, Louisa, and Emily Ruth. They separated in 1988. May had met actress Anita Dobson in 1986. She inspired him to write the 1989 hit, I Want It All. They married on 18th of November 2000. He has said in interviews that he suffered from severe depression in the late 1980s and early 1990s, to the point of contemplating suicide for reasons having to do with his troubled first marriage, his perceived failure as a husband and father, his father Harold's death, and Freddie Mercury's illness and death.
Smile.
Yeah.
It's lovely that people know it to that extent. So we really try to get very interactive. We're very aware of what the audience feels. And, it's entertainment.
Born in Hampton, he was the only child of Harold and Ruth May. His father Harold worked as a draftsman at the Ministry of Aviation. His mother was Scottish, while his father was English. May attended the local Hanworth Road State Primary School, and at the age of 11, won a scholarship to Hampton Grammar School, then a voluntary aided school. During this time, he formed his first band, named 1984, after George Orwell's novel of the same name, with vocalist and bassist Tim Staffel. At Hampton Grammar School, he attended 10 GCE ordinary levels and 3 GCE advanced levels in physics, mathematics, and applied mathematics. He studied mathematics and physics at Imperial College London, graduated with the Bachelor of Science degree in physics in 1968 with honors. Following his graduation, May received a personal invitation from Sir Bernard Lavelle to work at the Jodrell Bank Observatory while continuing to prepare for his doctorate. He declined, choosing instead to remain at Imperial College to avoid breaking from Smile, the London-based band he was in at the time. In 2007, May was awarded a PhD in astrophysics from Imperial College London for work he started in 1971 and completed in 2007. In 1968, May and Tim Staffel, along with drummer Roger Taylor, formed the band Smile. The band disbanded in 2 years with Staffel's exit. He and Roger Taylor joined Freddie Mercury and John Deacon to form the famous British rock band Queen in 1970. He frequently wrote songs for the band and has also lent his vocals for many songs. In 1985, the band wrote the song One Vision together after the famous Live Aid concert. He then collaborated with Eddie Van Halen to record his first solo work, Starfleet Project, in 1983. He also played the guitar for Steve Hackett's album Feedback 86. In 1989, he composed I Want It All and Scandal for the band's album The Miracle. The same year, he worked with other bands like Black Sabbath and Living in a Box, playing guitar solos for a song in each of their albums. After the death of Freddie Mercury in 1991, he dealt with the loss by devoting himself to work and completed his solo album Back to the Light, which released the following year. In 1992, he finally formed the Brian May Band. However, unhappy with the equation between the group's members, he replaced many of its members the following year. In 1995, May had started contributing for film projects and was also working on an album of covers titled Heroes. He appeared as a guest alongside Eddie Clarke for the song Overkill at the Motorhead 25th anniversary show. After their announcement of touring with Paul Rodgers in 2004, Brian May and Taylor reunited and the band toured with the same name Queen plus Paul Rodgers. The band toured the world for the next 2 years. In 2007, he returned to Imperial College London to complete his PhD in astrophysics, which he had quit before to pursue his musical dreams. In 2008, Queen plus Paul Rodgers' first studio album, The Cosmos Rocks, was released. Following this, the band did another world tour before splitting the next year. In 2011, Queen performed with Adam Lambert for MTV Europe Music Awards. The positive response to the performance led Queen and Adam Lambert to perform at 2 shows in London, followed by Ukraine and Moscow. In 2012, the same year, Queen performed at the closing ceremony of the Summer Olympics in London.
You know, if I didn't do this and I didn't do this or whatever, but now I just think play how you feel, play how you feel the moment is, and mostly it will be all right.
Yeah.
Brian May's estimated annual salary is around $30 million. As of 2021, May is estimated to be worth $220 million. He owns a mansion in Kensington, London, where he resides with his family now. He loves Bristol cars. He owns several vintage models, including a Bristol 2-liter. A Bristol 401, a Range Rover, a Bugatti Veyron, a Rolls-Royce Phantom, an Aston Martin DB5, Jaguar XJ, he also owns around 20 cars that no longer drive, but he uses them for spare parts.